What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Two Confrontational, where we preview each week of the NFL, give our picks and predictions for the upcoming games and performances. And we have officially made it. We're in Super Wildcard weekend, baby, when we got 6 games for this slate. Then we got the two buys, the two teams, the Lions, who unfortunately kind of put a butt whooping on the Vikings. I mean, Vikings did have 3, 4 red zone opportunities to score and were stopped, missed field goals, things of that nature. But
Yeah.
yeah, Lions #1 overall seed in the NFC, Chiefs #1 overall seed in the AFC. So those two teams got the bye here, and then here's the wild card weekend for both NFC and then AFC. So
Mhm.
you can kind of see where everything lines up at and everything, and then we'll hop into those games and give our picks and predictions to see who moves on to the divisional rounds here. So yeah, starting off on Saturday, excuse me, Saturday afternoon at 3:30, we have the 11-6 LA Chargers heading to Houston. Houston has home field with the higher seed there, and they are 10-7 to wrap up the year. Chargers are favored by 3 in this one. Yeah, they got everyone back and healthy for the most part.
Mhm.
J.K. Dobbins back and scoring touchdowns. Lad McConkey balling out. And then Houston on the other side, C.J. Stroud and Nico Collins haven't had much success, or C.J. Stroud, I guess, hasn't had much success this season.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, what do we got going on in this one? Who do you got in this one? 11-6
Well,
Chargers,
I
ten and
mean,
seven Texans, and Chargers are
uh,
favored by 3.
yeah, just Chargers being fully healthy, I think is a big key. Um, yeah, you mean, and Harbaugh, great coach. Yeah, Texans haven't been playing as well as they usually do, or last year. I mean, I think it's C.J. Stroud's sophomore slump, I would say.
Oh
Um,
yeah, for
I think,
severe sophomore slump.
yeah, I think the Chargers are just getting J.K. back. I think Quentin Johnston's back. Um, So I'm going to go Chargers in this one. I think they're with a great head coach. Their team's fully healthy. I'm going to go Chargers in this one. They go to Houston and beat the Texans. So I'm going to go Chargers here.
Yeah, so we got Eli Apple questionable. Um, you have Quentin Johnson questionable and J.K. Dobbins questionable for the Chargers, and then Jasser Taylor is on IR for as a cornerback, and not a
Hmm.
whole lot out. Shaq Mason, guard for the Texans, is out. John Mechie, he's questionable, but everyone else is back and healthy. Nico, obviously, Stephon Diggs is out for the year, but
Hmm.
for some reason, just being in Houston, I know Houston hasn't been playing well, but they have won some close games. And this one is going to be a close game. Over under is 41.5. What do you think that's going to be? So like it's 21-22 game, or yeah, 20-22 or something like that, like whatever
Hmm.
that
Or
score.
24-17.
Yeah,
What is that? That's like 40 something, right?
right. So I mean, yeah, I mean, I think it'll probably hit the over. I have a feeling it'll probably hit the over there. But I'm gonna take Houston in this one. I'm taking Houston to at least advance to the next round here,
Yeah.
where they'll face either the Steelers or the Ravens, assuming the
Hmm.
Ravens, and get beat by the Ravens. But yeah, give me Houston in this first wild card game of the week there. So
There you go.
awesome. And then moving on, Saturday night. This one's a divisional rival here in the same AFC North Conference. There, like we just mentioned, the winner of this one's going to face the winner of the first game we talked about. 10-7 Steelers, 12-5 Baltimore Ravens. It's in Baltimore, and Baltimore is favored by 9.5 in this one. Yeah, you got healthy Ravens, and then for the most part, healthy Steelers. George Pickens
Yep.
hasn't been playing a whole lot
Hmm.
last 3 or 4 weeks, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he's played a little bit, but um, I don't know. I think. I think it comes down to how well I always say this, but how well the Steelers defense plays against Lamar Jackson. Um, I mean, Zay Flowers is out, so that's a
Zay
huge
Flowers
loss.
is out.
That's a
Yep.
big loss for the Ravens. Um, Obviously, yeah, Steelers defense against Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson pretty much. Uh, I mean, obviously you got Rashad Bateman as a target. You got Mark Andrews as a target. But
And
like I
likely,
said,
yeah.
I think it does come down to how well the Steelers defense plays, how well they can um, They got to protect the edges. Got to force everything inside. The front D line has to play really well. TJ Watt's got to play well. Linebackers got to play well. And then your DB's got to play well as well, because if you stop the run, they're going to the pass. So I think this is a tough game. I think it's gonna be a banger. I don't know why it's 9.5. I thought it'd be closer than that. But Steelers haven't been playing well recently. I mean, they've lost the last 4 to 5 or whatever. Haven't been playing well at all. But I think I'm going to take the Steelers here, just because I want them to win. Kind of doing a little bit of bias here, but I'm going to go Steelers in Baltimore. I think they get it done. The D steps up, and I think Russ has really a great game. So I'm going to go Steelers against the Ravens, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, Russ needs to have a phenomenal game in order to compete with the Ravens offense, even with Zay Flowers out. Like you mentioned, they have a few other wide receivers, but I mean, the big key focus, two key focus points of that offense are Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry. So if Derrick Henry's not doing it and the wide receivers aren't doing it, Lamar Jackson's going to take over. If Lamar Jackson and the wide receivers aren't doing it, then Derrick Henry's going to take over. So they have a lot of weapons and a lot of different options. I think even with Zay Flowers out, you still have this team's way too talented, and I do have Baltimore Ravens winning in this one. This will be their third meeting. They are split as of right now, so this will be the tiebreaker for the year on this best out of 3 series, and it will advance them to the next round of the playoffs. So big game. Mike Tomlin, great coach. John Harbaugh, great coach. I mean, this
you could see. Next round you could see Ravens versus Chargers, Harbaugh versus Harbaugh, which would be really cool.
And we have seen that in the past when he coached San Francisco, I believe, and Harbaugh, John was still on the Ravens in the Super Bowl, and the Ravens knocked off the 49ers in that Super Bowl. So not quite the same picture, but they could meet in the divisional round there in the next round. So, but I do have the Baltimore Ravens winning this one here at home, especially being at home. So, and that wraps up for Saturday's slate. We'll move on to the Sunday slate, where we have another 3 games as well. We have starting off the Sunday slate at noon, we have the 10-7 Denver Broncos traveling to Buffalo to take on the 13-4 Buffalo Bills. This one's going to be a great battle. You have the team with the most sacks. I think they have 60 plus sacks on the year. And then you have the Buffalo Bills offense that have only let up around like 13 or 14 sacks on the year. So battle of the trenches, number one on one side, number one on the other, as far as sacks are concerned. This one should be a great game. You got a great high-powered defense and a high-powered offense. So, and then Bo Nix and the Broncos coming alive and really putting up numbers and everything. 34 against the Chiefs, but again, it was
38 against Chiefs. Yeah, the second stringers, Carson Wentz,
string, probably third string defense. Sitting a lot of their first and second stringers there. So I mean, not much you could say about that one, but it is still 34 points in the NFL. So it is a good thing great momentum heading into the playoffs. But who do you got on this one? 10-7 Broncos, 13-4 Bills. Bills are favored by 8.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Buffalo at home. I think this is huge. I think this is the end of the line for Bo Nix. He's had a phenomenal year. Who knows if he'll win Rookie of the Year, but I think it's the end of the line for him. I think Buffalo. I think this might be Josh Allen's year to make the Super Bowl, and having home field advantage for this game is huge. I think it's gonna be a really good game, but I do think Buffalo comes out on top. Josh Allen is gonna do what he does best and just dominate. So I'm gonna take Buffalo at home.
Yeah, I mean, can't go wrong with Buffalo, especially bet at home. I don't think weather's going to have a factor. Both play outside, both are cold. So I don't think weather's going to have too much of a factor in this game. But I mean, the Bills with Josh Allen, very high-powered offense, but Bo Nix and the Broncos have been playing really well.
They have.
I mean, this is could be an upset waiting to happen.
It'd be crazy. Yeah, it'd be crazy if they did. I mean, especially with the rookie quarterback. I mean, I was talking to Chase yesterday, and I was like, what if the Broncos and a rookie quarterback make it to the Super Bowl? That'd be insane. I'm not sure if it's ever been done. It probably has, maybe once or twice, but that would be insane. I just don't think it happens. I think, and like you said, weather's not going to be a huge factor, but
Ben Roethlisberger?
Maybe.
I think he
Yeah,
won the Super
sounds about
Bowl.
right.
I think he won the Super Bowl his rookie year.
Okay.
I can't.
Um,
I just threw that out there. I'm not quite
but
sure, but he probably
he's
does.
gonna be one in out of a handful, you know. So if he does do it, but I think yeah, both play outside, both play at cold weather climates. So not a factor, but I think it's energy. Atmosphere is a huge thing. Buffalo fans are rowdy, so I think that's going to play a factor too. And Josh Allen, hopefully, he rises to the big moment. I know we've seen it multiple times year after year that he doesn't really arise to the occasion when it needs to be done, but he's playing really well this year, and I hopefully he can get it done at home too.
Yeah. This one's close. And like I said, this could be an upset to watch out for.
Yeah,
Just since, I mean, the Bills are so highly reliant on Josh Allen. If he gets hurt or banged up in this game, which could potentially happen. I mean, you got a crazy defense on the Broncos side, very underrated defense. So it could potentially happen. I mean, without him, I mean, there really isn't much going on for the Bills. So I don't know. I'm gonna go Broncos in this one. I don't know. For some reason, I have the Broncos calling my name, so I'm gonna go Broncos and let's ride. At least to
yeah,
the divisional round against Kansas City, and that'd be a fun repeat too. They've been playing well against the Chiefs as well, so
yeah,
would be a
yeah.
fun repeat. But yeah, give me the Broncos in this one on the road. For
Okay.
some reason, yeah, they're giving calling my name, so yeah, give me the Broncos. Yeah, moving on. Afternoon game. This is your game of the week here. This is the 11-6 Green Bay Packers traveling to Philadelphia to take on the 14-3 Philadelphia Eagles. This one's a rematch from the first week or second week in Brazil. I can't remember if it was
First week, yep. First week,
first
yep.
week in Brazil where the Eagles barely squeaked one out. I think it was like 20 to
Yeah,
14 or
33 to 27 or some shit
oh
like that. I think
really?
they
Yeah,
won by 4 or 5.
yeah, it was a close game, but yeah, it was on a game winning touchdown, right? To AJ
I th-
Brown in the back of the end zone.
I think so. I wasn't really worried. I knew that was when Jordan Love got hurt, and we thought he was out for season. So I mean, after he got hurt, I was kind of not really paying attention. My hopes were down, so
Yeah,
I don't know exact play how they won,
but
but
yeah, good rematch or good time to get back and get revenge on
hmm
a former team that has beaten you. And so yeah, would be a great opportunity. And a lot of people are saying Green Bay has a good chance. They're the second youngest team to reach the playoffs. And do you know who the first youngest team was?
who?
Packers last year.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah,
yep,
yeah. I
exactly.
think yeah,
So
youngest team back to back years. Yeah,
yeah, so it's pretty remarkable what the floor has been doing over there with the Packers squad and Jordan Love coming into his own, and they just got to put a full complete game together, and I think they end up could potentially beat the Eagles. But yeah, who do you got in this one? 11-6 Packers, 14-3 Eagles, 5.5 point spread to the Eagles.
yeah. This is going to be a weird game. Jalen Hurts did clear concussion protocol today, I believe. He hasn't played in 2 weeks though, so that's huge. I practiced at a
Could be a little rusty.
minimum
Yeah,
amount yesterday or 2 days ago. I think he practiced full today. Um, yeah, it could be a little rusty, but Jordan Love coming off that elbow injury last week against the Bears, um, it's just tough. I mean, we've been playing really bad football the past few weeks. Not what you want to see going into the playoffs, especially going into Philly. I'm going to take the Packers anyways, just because I'm going to take the home team.
right.
Um, but it's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a tough feat for the Packers to play a complete game. I hope it happens, but they got to stop Saquon Barkley. They got to stop AJ Brown. Um, Philly's defense is really good. We just got to have some big plays. Christian Watson going down with an ACL last week
Yeah,
really does hurt because he's our big play
big
guy
threat.
that kind
Yeah,
of switches the field at any given moment, and that gives us a lot of momentum. So it's going to be tough. I'm nervous. Yeah, 3:30 on Sunday. I'm going to go Packers here, and if we can do that, I'd be pretty happy if we lose in the divisional round because winning one game would be awesome. So I'm going to go Packers here.
is Quay Walker gonna be back? He's listed as
I
questionable right now, but I don't. Yeah,
I think I think a lot of people that are questionable are going to play.
you would
Um,
think. Yeah,
you'd think, uh, yeah. I hope he plays. He's our captain, I believe.
he's
So
he's a key factor in the defense there,
hmm
and yeah, would be a big help if you had him, especially against the run game for the Eagles with Saquon Barkley and everything. But yeah, I think the Eagles too overpowered. And even with yeah, especially with the return of what am I blank? Jalen Hurts. Especially with the return of Jalen Hurts, that really gives the Eagles offense a huge boost and
Hmm.
yeah, just adds more firepower. So yeah, I hate betting against the Packers. I really do. I do like the Packers a lot, and I would like to see them win a playoff game, but I just don't think they pulled the wrong card in the Eagles, and it's just going to be a tough feat, especially being
Hmm.
in Philadelphia. It's a rowdy fan base, and yeah, it's tough to play there, tough place to play.
Yep.
So
Yep.
um, yeah, give me the Eagles at Lincoln Financial. Um, yeah, tough place to play, tough draw for the Packers. If the Commanders would have lost, I would have much rather have seen the Packers play
Well,
the
even if
Buccaneers.
Commanders lost, we lost to the Bears last week, so we would have stayed at 7, I think, because we'd have to win and Commanders would have to lose to get 6 seed. I believe that was the scenario,
Yeah, yeah.
and we lost to the Bears. So, and then yeah, Bears fans think they own the Packers now, or that's what one of the fans said. They've won
They
one out of
did.
the last 11.
Yeah.
Um, but this is a tough game. I'm nervous. Hopefully Jordan Love can rise to the moment like he did last year. Go to the NFC Championship. But it's be tough, man.
100%.
Eagles
Yeah.
tough. I've always been saying Eagles are one of the best teams in the NFL this year, and they've showed it. You said 14-3,
Mhm.
phenomenal record. So it's gonna be a
Yeah.
very
High
tough
up.
game, but hopefully Josh
Oh,
Jacobs plays well. I mean, hopefully gets the rock a ton because I think that's where we're most dominant. Romeo Dobbs needs to get a lot more involved, but Josh Jacobs is our key to win this game, and our defense has got to step up in a big way, cause some turnovers. Xavier McKinney's got to find the ball and get a pick or 2 picks or a pick six, whatever. Just got to find the ball. He's got to be a key playmaker for the defense.
yeah. Yeah. The Packers do need to get the run game going. I mean, that's their bread and butter, basically. And then
Hmm.
that just opens it up. And you think Romeo Dobbs? I think Jaden Reed needs to get more involved.
Yeah,
I
I
think
think.
he's the X factor in your offense, and he doesn't hardly ever get involved. I mean, he did the first couple of weeks, first 5 6 weeks, he had a few great games, but then
Hmm.
just hasn't produced since then. So I mean,
Right.
and you guys were winning the first couple of weeks. I mean, you
Yeah,
got
yeah. I think. I mean, my biggest. Yeah, Romeo Dobbs. I think he's our best pass catcher. I think Jaden Reed. Now that Christian Watson's out, is our big playmaker. With those, sweeps that he can run 60 yards. He's faster now, runs a 4.25 or 4.3. Tucker Kraft is another key factor that if he gets
oh yeah,
involved, he's a great blocker
he got a
and he
little
can get some
banged
big
up last
plays.
week, didn't he?
He did, yeah. And I don't understand. I mean, with Christian Watson going, I don't know why they played their starters at all. Because you see what happens. See what happens. I mean, Jordan Love almost gets knocked out of this first round game or wild card game. Obviously, Christian Watson out for the year. Um, so whatever. But let's get to the next game. Enough talking about the Packers because making me nervous.
Yeah, good luck. I mean, it is a tough draw, especially being in Philadelphia. But yeah, good luck to all these teams. I mean, it's a
Hmm.
great accomplishment to get to this spot. But
Right.
yeah, one game and you're out and you're done. So everything is do or die in this situation. But yeah, you had the Packers. I got the Eagles in this one. So yeah, moving on. We got Sunday night special. We got the 12-5 commies traveling to Tampa Bay to face the 10-7 Bucks. Um, Tampa Bay is favored by 3 in this one, being at home. But the Commanders been playing well all year, and then this is another representation of a rookie quarterback doing special things and making it to the playoffs, and has the potential. I think the Commanders have more potential than the Broncos, especially with the Broncos playing the Bills. But yeah, Commanders 12-5, Bucks 10-7, Bucks favored by 3 in this one. Who do you got?
And this is going to be a great game.
Yeah.
Back and forth. I think maybe possibly high scoring. You know how Jaden Daniels can score, and obviously Baker Mayfield can score at any given time too. He's had a phenomenal year.
Oh
He's
yeah.
pretty much turned the Buccaneers around after Tom Brady left. Really, really, found his place to ball out. So I'm gonna go Buccaneers at home. This one was a tough one for me. It just depends. I know Austin Eckler's back. I believe. I think he's back, right? You might have to confirm that, but I think he's back or he's questionable. Um,
Yeah, he's not on the injury report, so I believe he is back.
okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just tough. I'm gonna go Buccaneers. I like Baker. I think we've seen him arise to the occasion. I mean, when he played for the Rams, when he had to step in, played really well. And then this year he's just having a phenomenal year, like I said. Got to get Mike Evans involved. Got to get the what's his name, the running back number 7,
Bucky?
Bucky. Got to get Bucky involved, and you got to stop big plays from Jaden Daniels. and scary Terry. So, but I'm gonna go Buck. I'm gonna go Bucks here at home.
Yeah, this one's a close one to call. I mean, I want to take the Bucks. I love what Baker Mayfield's done this year, probably his best year ever in the NFL. And like you said, he has turned around that organization, taken to the playoffs last couple of years, 3 years or
Hmm.
whatever it has been. Um, yeah, I mean, Mike Evans, you got to love it. He got his 1,000 yard
Yeah, that was
season,
awesome. Yeah,
and
it
the whole
was there
team
like
was hyped. And
12 seconds left, and they turned the ball over and down, so I got a punt. And then he went in for 12 seconds left, and they immediate right to him, got the
mhm,
1,000 yards. Good
yep,
for him. That's 10 straight seasons. He ties
11 straight
11 straight
seasons.
seasons. Ties who
Jerry
was it?
Rice.
Jerry Rice. Yep. So he's got to have one more big year. So I do think he sticks
Yeah,
around one more year to break that record. But yeah, he's got to get involved in this game. He's got to be a key factor.
100%. They need to get him involved in that with the absence of Chris
Chris
Godwin, that
Godwin, mm.
McKillen,
McMillan.
McMillan. He's really come alive, and he's really been producing for the Bucks. So I mean, need to have a great performance out of everyone on the Bucks squad. Because yeah, Washington comes to play. Jaden Daniels almost putting up Lamar numbers. He has almost 30. He has 3,500 yards through the air, and then almost 900 on the ground. Which
Hmm.
Lamar Jackson was like the first one to do like 4,000 and 900 in a
Yeah.
season. So I mean, Jaden Daniels' rookie year is putting up those numbers. So look for him to win rookie of the year for sure. I think just
Yeah.
because the numbers and where his team's at and everything like that. I mean, you could have a conversation for
Bo
Bo
Nix.
Nix,
Well, I
right?
mean,
But
they make the decision before the playoffs. They had to have their decisions in yesterday
mhm,
afternoon. So it doesn't the playoffs don't play a factor at all. I mean,
right,
If Bo Nix were to win and then Jaden Daniels were to lose, I mean that changes
yeah,
everything. But votes are in, and like you said, yeah,
yeah.
Jaden Daniels having a phenomenal year.
Hmm. Yeah, it kind of sucks that they don't have like this to solidify their spot. Because yeah, Bo Nix loses and Jaden Daniels wins and advances. I mean, obviously you give
Or
it to
vice versa. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
obviously you give it to the one who advances. But yeah, anywho, I have give me the Washington Commanders in this one on the road
There you
over the
go.
Bucks
I think we're pretty much split in every one.
potentially.
No, we are. You picked Texans. You picked
Yep,
Ravens.
yep.
You picked Broncos. You picked Eagles, and you picked Commanders. So this is really gonna. I mean, I don't even know the final record or what we went. I can't remember that, but
Yeah,
um,
we'll tally it up here and we'll go through. We'll go over it here when we wrap up the season. But
mhm,
um, yeah, I mean playoffs. We'll tally up regular season, then we'll start fresh on the playoffs and we'll go through the playoff ones. That'll be fun here.
mhm.
But yeah, Monday night to wrap everything up for Super Wildcard weekend. Unfortunately, the Vikings are playing this week, and they are 14-3 after losing to Detroit. Like I mentioned,
Mhm.
they put a butt whooping on us, but we are facing the Rams, 10-7 LA Rams in Los Angeles. No, actually,
Nope, Arizona
yep, it did get
with the
moved due to the
wildfires.
fires. Yep, to Arizona. So good thing for us, we're not playing home. They don't have home field
Right,
advantage. So
Vikings got with the unfortunate events of the wildfires. Vikings got very very lucky. Just not. It's a neutral site, so
yep.
I think that's huge for the Vikings.
Oh yeah, it is a huge positive in our favor. I mean, a lot of Vikings fans probably do live down in Arizona,
Oh yeah,
like maybe snowbirders who are
yeah.
lived up here,
A lot of South
right,
Dakotans.
that moved
Yeah.
down here. So I mean, it could be a split 50-50 game for fan attendance, but this is a revenge game for us. This is the game that we lost in the regular season due to that face mask call in the end zone. Um,
Hmm.
and so, I mean, they could very potentially have gone the other way if we get a 15-yard penalty, get a first down, all that good stuff. So, revenge game for the Vikes. 14-3 Vikings, 10-7 Rams. Minnesota's favored by 3 in this one. Who do you got?
This be this gonna be a good game. I do think I got to go Vikings here, just because I think
Mhm.
Sam Darnold will step up and play really well. You got Jordan Addison, you got Justin Jefferson, you got Aaron Jones, um, pretty much healthy. They're all pretty healthy. The Rams, I think they're all pretty healthy too. Um,
Yep.
Matt Stafford, Cooper Kupp, Puka Nakua. I think they're all pretty
Kyron
healthy. So
Williams. Yeah.
Kyron Williams is having a phenomenal year. Um, you got to stop the run because obviously the Vikings did not do that last week. With
Nope.
Jahmyr Gibbs, he had 3 touchdowns. So I think that's a key factor against playing a good young running back, stopping the run. But yeah, I'm going to go Vikings. In Phoenix. Luckily, you don't have to play at SoFi. But yeah, I'm going to go Vikings here. I think Sam Darnold might be his first playoff win ever.
Yeah. No, it would be. I think this is his first playoff appearance ever. And
Oh,
with that being
hopefully the lights aren't too bright. That's all I got to say.
well, I think yeah, like lights being too bright. I think we he got that out of the way last week against the Lions. That was almost as close as a playoff game in the regular season as you can get
Hmm.
for the number one spot there. So I think yeah, the lights were a little bright. He was had the jitters. He was antsy. And I think that got to him as he was in his head. So hopefully that game he got all those jitters out, and then he walks into this week saying, "Okay, I've been here before. Just was here last week, so can calm down, take a deep breath, and make those decisions." I mean, we had Jordan Addison was open twice for touchdowns. Justin Jefferson was open. His Sam Darnold's arm got hit and overthrew him in the end zone. I mean,
Hmm.
like I said, we had 4 red zone opportunities where we could have scored and we got stopped. Um, so I mean, I think we convert those this week, and I think we advance over the Rams, and then yeah, who do we move on to play? Probably the
You would play.
Commanders or the Bucks.
You would play no. You would play Detroit,
Yeah, Detroit again. Yeah, we would play Detroit again. That is
and then
correct.
Packers would play Commanders or Bucks, I believe.
Because Campbell walked up to
Which is actually pretty awesome. If we are able to get a win, having to play the Commanders or Bucks, I think that's an
easier
easier game than
path than
our
going to the
first round.
Lions. Right.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And then I'm guessing if we are able to win 2 games, we shit. You're gonna see the Eagles. You're gonna see the Vikings. You're gonna see the Lions. Um,
Yeah.
who knows? But
Yeah. And then yeah, after the Vikings game, MCDC walked up to Kevin O'Connell after and said, "See you in 2 weeks." So yeah,
hmm
so very well could potentially see a rematch next
which
week.
which kind of sucks for the Vikings. I mean, wish they had an easier path, but it
I
is what
mean,
it is.
we were right there. I think we have the confidence. I think we know we can beat the line, and I think the Lions know we can beat them too. We were right
Hmm.
there, so close, but
Yeah,
we
the
can
only thing that
definitely.
sucks is if you do meet them in the playoffs or next round, you're gonna David Montgomery's gonna be back. They're gonna get a few more defensive starters back, which their defense played phenomenal against you guys. Um, that's just tough. But yeah,
Yeah,
so
and they played man too the
you're
whole
going
time.
Vikings. I'm
Yeah,
going
I'm going
Vikings.
Vikes. Yep.
There we go.
Yeah, and they played man the whole time too, which was pretty impressive against Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison, TJ
Hmm.
Hawkinson. And yeah, it's just impressive what the Lions did. And I don't know if they play like that again, but yeah. And then this is number one Vikings fan in the world right here.
Hey Bentley,
What's up, Billy? He's
what do you
cheering for
got?
the Vikings too. Yeah, he's going
Yeah.
Vikes. He's going Vikes. Woo! Say hi, everybody.
He's getting ready for bed.
Yep, sure is. Yeah, so I got Vikes, you got Vikes. So
Hmm.
yeah, we split every game except for that one. So
Yep.
should be a fun Super Wild Card weekend, and I'm excited. Yeah, I'm glad that the Packers made it, glad that the Vikings made it. Yeah, glad that a lot of teams made it. Just disappointed that the Cincinnati Bengals did not make it, and yeah, that was unfortunate. Jets ruined that for them. The Jets got the dub over the
And
over.
we'll end the Broncos blew out the Chiefs.
Yeah, true. Yeah, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway.
No,
But yeah,
yeah.
so yeah, that wraps it up for Super Wild Card weekend
Hmm.
or week 19 of the NFL. And so yeah, let's move into obviously let's do our I guess do we want to do TD locks or and get I mean we could do TD locks, but do you want to do game locks? I mean, we pretty much
Yeah,
have our
yeah. There's not
because
many
we
we
there's
could
only
do.
6, right? And we
Right.
already gave our picks.
Let's just do
TD locks.
three TD locks for these games. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, let's rattle off the three TD locks of the week. So yeah, 6 games, 3 TD locks. Who do you got for those? And then again, as before, over 1 rushing, receiving touchdown and over 2 passing touchdowns if we go with the quarterback.
Okay. Perfect. I am gonna go starting out with the first game. I am going to go J.K. Dobbins 1 rushing. Write that down before I forget. J.K. 1 rushing, and then I'm gonna go. Let's see here. I'm gonna go Josh Allen 1 rushing.
Yep. Makes
Um,
sense.
and then I am going to go Baker Mayfield over 1.5, so two passing touchdowns.
Heck yeah. That makes sense. A lot of sense, especially against the Commanders defense. But Marshawn Lattimore plays for the Commanders, and Mike Evans and Marshawn Lattimore have a good feud that dates back a few years. So
Hmm.
that should be a good matchup there. And yeah, he's going to lock on and travel with Mike Evans majority of the game. So might see a few punches thrown here and there down the field
I hope so.
on a run play. So that should be an exciting game, especially with playoff potential being
Yeah.
on the line. And yeah, with that being said, I'm actually gonna go Mike Evans with a receiving touchdown to piggyback off your Baker Mayfield to passing.
Okay.
Go Mike Evans receiving. We're gonna go JJ Justin Jefferson with a receiving touchdown. He needs to play well in order to beat the Rams here. So Justin Jefferson with the receiving, and then Nico Collins. Give me Nico Collins with a receiving touchdown as well over for the Texans over the Chargers. Surprised you didn't go Josh Jacobs with a rushing touchdown over the Eagles.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay away from the Packers and just enjoy the game. Not have any bets on
Money
it.
on
Just
it,
gonna
yeah, right,
yeah, just gonna enjoy the game.
right, 100%. Yeah, no, that makes sense. If for some reason I feel like fantasy's fun and everything, but I was in 5 leagues this year and
Hmm.
wasn't too much to keep up with, but I was
No.
just very disappointed with did great during the regular season and then come the first week of the playoffs, like most of my people were like sitting out or not doing well and
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
I
you
mean,
lose the first round.
yeah, I won my first ever fantasy championship. So that was a pretty good year for me.
Yeah, no, 100%. That feels good when you win. But yeah, it just sucks when you get so close and you lose. But
Hmm.
yeah, so I mean, yeah, betting on games can be fun. Makes a different perspective when you're watching the game. Let's put it that. I shouldn't say it's more fun to watch when you have money on it, but it
Yeah,
does definitely give you a different perspective when you're watching the game. So,
for
but
sure.
yeah, with all that being said, that wraps it up for the Super Wildcard Weekend episode of Two Confrontational. Yeah, gonna be a fun weekend of football. We got Notre Dame uh, uh, came back and knocked off Penn State last night.
Phenomenal
Yeah,
game, and even sorry, my nose itches for some reason. No, yeah, Notre Dame, phenomenal game.
hmm
Riley Leonard, absolute dog.
yeah,
And then
doesn't do much through the air, but
tonight's game is going to be really fun too to watch.
Texas, yeah,
Ohio State and Texas. Hopefully, Quinn Ewers can get her done. Um, yeah, it was a phenomenal game last night. I was kind of surprised. I thought Penn State would come in and just play old school football and just run it down their throats, but
kind of did
um,
a
they
little bit in
did.
the first half. Yeah,
And then this Notre Dame started cooking.
yep,
Um, so yeah, fun game. I'm excited for tonight's game. I'm excited for the slate, the wild card weekend. Going to be fun to watch, and then we kind of just gotta sit back and hope and pray the Packers and Vikings can make it to the next round. So yeah, I'm
yeah.
excited.
Speaking of making it to the next round, who do you got? So we went over our NCAA championships last week. I had Texas and Notre Dame in the championship, and then I think you had Ohio State and Notre Dame in the championship for your
Yeah, I
NCAA.
go
But
shit. Yeah, I did. So hopefully Quinn Ewers plays like shit. Never mind.
no, well, hopefully he plays well. Hopefully it's a good game. It's a high
Oh
scoring
yeah,
game,
yeah,
and
yeah.
Ohio State wins 58-56. That'd be pretty sweet for you.
That would be awesome.
Fun to
Yeah.
watch, and you get the dub.
Hmm.
But who do you have for NFL Super Bowl? Who the teams that make it, and then your winner for the Super Bowl, and then obviously you got to give your winner for the NCAA. Hit the NCAA first, because I don't think we gave winners. I think we just gave matchups.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Would be cool to see Notre Dame win. I'm gonna go Ohio State wins. I can't remember that young receiver's name. We talked about it last week, but hopefully he balls
Smith,
out.
yeah, Jakari Smith or
So I'm
something
gonna go
like
Ohio
that.
State to win that, and then for the Super Bowl, fuck. I mean, this is tough. Um, I do think, man, I hope the Chiefs don't make it. I
I
think this
like the
might.
Chiefs. I mean, they're too good of a team, man. I mean, even when they're banged up and don't have good wide receivers and stuff like that,
Yeah, they
they
will find
find
a
a way
way.
to win, right? But now they have Hollywood Brown, they have Xavier Worthy, they have Travis Kelsey,
Yeah, and
Juju Smith.
I thought Pacheco was trying to make his way back, maybe play in the AFC Championship or the Super Bowl. I'm not
Yeah,
sure. Maybe I,
well,
you know.
he played the last few weeks.
Oh shit!
Um,
Yeah, he did. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah,
yeah, so he'll be playing. I mean, and then you also
pretty
have
much.
Kareem Hunt and everything. They're pretty much all healthy. Chris
Hmm.
Jones, I think, is a little bit questionable, a little bit banged up, but I think he
Yeah,
still has another week to get healthy. I mean, the whole team does. So I
yeah.
mean,
Give me dating back to the first Super Bowl. Give me the Packers and Chiefs in the Super Bowl, and I think the Packers get it done.
is that the first ever
First ever,
appearance the
yep. Packers and
team?
Chiefs, and the Packers won the first ever Super Bowl. Yep.
Yeah, I knew the Packers won. I didn't know it was against the Chiefs. That's pretty cool. So yeah,
Yes, sir.
it could be a repeat of history.
All right, who do you
Um,
got?
fuck. Well, Lions are fucking good.
Well, you got to pick your NCAA.
Yeah, NCAA. I'm going Tejas. I'm going the
Texas. Okay.
Longhorns. Yeah, hook 'em. Yeah, I'm going the Texas Longhorns for my NCAA champion. And then for NFL Super Bowl, yeah, it would be fun to see the Vikings and the Chiefs. And
Hmm.
that's what I predicted before, like 5, 10 weeks ago. I've said Vikings, Chiefs in the Super Bowl, but yeah, the Lions are so good, man.
Yeah, they are.
If we could find a way to win this game, I know we can beat the Lions. Yeah, third time would be a charm. They beat us, they swept us this year, and yeah, could be third time's a charm. But being real, I'm going
There you go.
Vikings, Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Yeah, I think
Perfect.
Broncos do find a way to beat the Bills, and then Chiefs, yeah, have an easy walk into the playoffs. I mean, they got to beat the Ravens.
Super Bowl. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Super Bowl, Ravens or the Chargers. Chargers and
Hmm.
Chiefs would be fun,
Yeah.
but they can't. Yeah, yeah. We'll see what happens, and we'll see what happens this week. So, yeah. Anything else to add, dude?
And that is it.
Cool. Well, yeah, that wraps it up for a Super Wildcard weekend of the two confrontational, and we'll see you guys next week in the division round. Until then, peace.
Peace.